Happy Monday, last week of the month, and then we got a big holiday here in the United States. We got Memorial Day, so like to thank all our servicemen for your service. Thank you very much. So enjoy your lovely day when it comes to Monday. But talk a little bit about what's going to happen going on to this week. There's going to be a lot of good things that are going to be happening. First of all, we had a pretty decent week last week. You saw what happened to the market, how volatile right now. We got the market up about 290 points right now. A couple of things are moving this morning. We'll talk a little about yesterday. Today's actually a really important day for some of you who don't know. We start phase one from the top of the cycle. So for all you students here, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, definitely don't want to miss out with Josh. Remember, you have to learn before you can earn, so make sure you're in those classes. Now, regarding about going on to this week, just give you a little quick heads up what's going on. So basically, Monday is the official day of the start of summer, okay? So for some of you who don't know that, I mean, this is where all my friends, I know a lot of people here living here in Long Island, in New York, you probably heard of the Hamptons. Everybody's going to they start their summer homes. They actually started this week, but technically they rent the summer homes. And a lot of you know this, if you rent homes anywhere, it's usually Memorial Day to Labor Day. So that's where the summer's going to start to kick off. So you're going to start seeing Fridays starting to slow down a little bit more, especially if the weather's nice. So depending on where you are. And, listen, New York is New York. I always like to everybody know that. This is the financial capital of the world. This is what people end up doing. They have a short summer and they go out there and enjoy it. I know I like to. I know I teach you guys how to do it. So let's just make our money early from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you're around on Friday, it's one thing. But sometimes Fridays are pretty decent, whatever. But what's great about this year, what we did differently, is that now you're able to access everything on your phone with our alert service. So if anything ever comes up, you could do that. Technology's been unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to the new summer. But anyway, what's happening going on for Friday, what we traded in end of last week. We had a couple of nice little moves. You could see the market. Friday was like unbelievable. We were down like 300 and we ended up being positive. I mean, it's going to bring up the Dow right here and just show you what happened and see what we had going on Friday. So, I mean, what a big roller coaster. Just out of nowhere, a lot of short covering. So it was actually a pretty decent day on Friday, no matter what brand names you traded. I mean, we were at 30,700. We jumped all the way to 31.2. I mean, that is a substantial bounce. What are you talking about? 8 minus about almost like 450 points. That's a lot. So anything you really traded on Friday did pretty well. There were a couple of stocks that we did traded going into on that day that did really well. First of all, SIGA was just unbelievable. This stock in the last couple of days, for some of you who didn't see it, maybe you're starting new here at Cybertrade University. We were trading that stock around 7. We jumped in. We watched it when it finally made the move on this day right here on the 19th. It went from 8 to 970. Then the next day, it shot up from like 8 to 12. That was on Friday. And now look at this thing. The thing went all the way up to a high around 17 in pre-market. And, it is starting to back off a little bit right here. So I'm not a big fan of it. But this thing, just unbelievable. Great runner up on Friday. I mean, going into the close, this thing was just fabulous. Went from $11 all the way up. If you can see here, up until about the last 30 minutes, ran to $12.50. What a great runner. And then after hours, just nonstop. The thing ran to $13. So great runner up. A lot of you guys did pretty well on that one. Roblox, RDBX was another really good one that we traded. That one on Friday also. Nice little pop, 390 all the way up to about 430. Beautiful Fausto flag you could see right here. And then finally 430. Look at this, right after 11 o'clock. Damn thing ran from 430 all the way to 550. If you bought 1,000 shares of that stock, you made $1. I have to remind you, $1 on 1,000 shares, $1,000, $250,000 salary. Hell, that's a lot of money for some of us. We're not here to tell, and it's just being consistent. So there was a lot of great opportunities to make it on Friday, and you could have just traded any brand name stock trading in the close. So Fridays, I always remind everybody, there's 3 things that happen. The market will fly, the market would tank, or be flat. You really, very rarely, you'll get like a little bit shakes, whatever. So that's usually what a Friday is. So sometimes you stick around for Friday afternoons and you're like, the summer, let me take off. But and you might get lucky and say, hey, we did the right thing. But if there is volatility going on, let me tell you something. No one likes to hold positions over the weekend, and some people want to hold something going into the weekend, and that's usually what you get on a Friday afternoon. And I will always remind you of that, because that's actually what happens with all the experience of being a professional trader for almost 30 years. Now, what we got going on to this morning, we've got a couple of stocks that are moving I want to keep an eye on. Obviously, I want to put SIGA on there. I was checking on SIGA on the iceberg orders. There was a big one that showed up. I'm going to show you right here for some of you never seen level 4 before, but we had a big iceberg order that showed up right around here, right around that 1460, and that's really where it kind of like teeter-tottered. But it looks like the guy got executed. He did get executed. Did show up right here. It was pretty decent order. You could see close to 8,000. A little bit more than 3,000, close about 10,000. That's a lot when everyone's showing shares of 300, 500. If some of you attended one of my events, we show you 10, 20, 100, 200,000. And you're like, is 10,000 a lot? Well, it depends on the average of traders that are out there. Listen, if everybody's showing tier size of hundreds, and somebody's showing 10,000, yeah, that's a pretty substantial block. All right, a couple other stocks also I want to share with you that moving to this morning. We got DIDI. I don't know what happened with the stock. It had a really good pop out of nowhere. You could see it. Things just took off right around here from $1.40, ran to like $1.65. And the buyers are still out there. Let me show you right here. The buyers are still there. You can see from 8 o'clock this morning, you can see somebody just came up, some pretty decent volume. So sometimes this could be a alert that we'll look at and be like, wow, somebody must have interest someone in this stock. So what do we have over here? Oh, is that we got some news on it? Hold on. Got my things wrong right here. Yeah, so some news basically came out on it. And they kind of made that stock move right there. So we'll keep an eye on that one too, on DIDI, but it came right back down. So not too crazy about it. We'll see. What else we got? The GOVX. This one right here moved pretty nicely too. Little buyer just showed up right now for about 40,000. You can see it right there. There's a guy out there just bid it up. You can see that order right there starting to make a little bit of a move. So you can see we got some support levels right here. This stock also, nice little move the last couple of days. This one did a really nice move on Friday too. You could see it right there. Nice little pop. Forgot to mention this one. At 2 o'clock, the stock was about $1. Look at the thing, ran to $1.50. That's a lot. That's a big move for some of you. 50 cents? Come on. That's a lot. 1,000 shares. Listen, you guys think like you can't afford the stocks. You got to trade the options and because of leverage, this and that. Listen, you can make a lot of money with these stocks. You shouldn't care what you trade. You're just here to make money. Anyway, and when you look at the stock, you look at the long term, and the stock obviously took a very big hit. It was in the $8 price range. I mean, the stock took a big hit. So it's got good volume, 15 million shares already traded. Great tier sizes, looks like a level 1, pretty much looks like everything that we're looking for. Where's my legal pad? I kind of forgot to write this down. Now, did anything else show up on Cyber Traders? I don't know if you guys see anything else out there, but I didn't see that much. It's Monday. I think it's kind of quiet. INO, I saw this one too. We've been trading this for the last couple of days too. This thing took a big hit. INO looks like it's pretty decent. It's got good volatility. This one, we're at 12%, 800,000 shares. That's not terrible, but I'm not too crazy about the tier size. Once again, all pharmaceutical stocks too. Maybe I'll put this on the C list. Sometimes I like to wait till 8 a.m. to see if there's anything else moving out of nowhere. And yeah, all these things are pretty quiet. Oh, this stock moved pretty nicely on this one moved. I don't know where this came from. Gapped up pretty big and came right back down. Another pharma stock. IMX, we trade that 2 days ago. That one's backing off. A lot of these things that we traded, that's why you got to learn how to scalp a little bit more and don't get married to them. This one, I mean, just everything looks quiet. Brand names, you're not really seeing that much out there too. Not a lot going on with brand names too, you know? So even though the market you think is up, I'll be a little cautious. All right, so what we got going on, cyber traders? So don't forget, I know some of you guys logged in a little bit late right now. That's okay. Early bird gets the worm. You really missed too much on Monday. But don't forget, today we got phase 1 with Josh. We're going to start from the top of the cycle of the classes. We're going to start that at 10:35. So please, once we're done trading, make sure you're into class. We got open house tomorrow. We got traders talk tomorrow. So we got a lot going on. It's going to probably be a short week. I'm not expecting Friday's going to be that crazy. I think a lot of people are going to start taking off Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. They want to enjoy their summers. So I think it's going to be pretty active starting to go until about Tuesday, Wednesday, and early Thursday. We know that those are pretty much hump days. We'll focus on that. If you're new here to CyberTrade University, I did an event on Saturday. We had a great audience that attended. We had so many of you registered to do the trial. I just want to remind everybody, if you are new here to CyberTrade University, please make sure you talk to education advisor, do those workshops we gave to you, do those tutorials that we gave you. So when you come into the trading room, you can maximize and enjoy what you're seeing. It might be very fast for you in the beginning. Don't be discouraged. It's just sometimes we'll trade fast stocks, we'll trade slow stocks. We try to accommodate everyone that's trading in their room. So make sure you enjoy it. So I look forward to seeing you there. If you're watching this video and you're watching it later, maybe one of the recordings, you could just like us, join us, do a trial, $9, get your money back. Sit and join us for a full week in the trading room and see what it's like to be, in a be in a professional trading room. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Go fill up your coffees. Go hit the restrooms. We'll start in 15 minutes once the market opens up. For everybody else, we'll see you back here at 2:30.